Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. I'm going to dive right into the charts here. Taking a look at Bitcoin. We'll start at Bitcoin here. You guys know our stance. Today's going to be a chart video. Just diving in some technicals, pure technicals. You guys have been asking. So I'm going to talk about only technicals. So we'll take a look here. Taking a look at Bitcoin. You guys know our stance here, going to the weekly time frame and making it a little bit visible for you guys. We do expect a head and shoulders here on the Bitcoin chart. Now, Bitcoin's moving a lot differently than we've seen in the past. Usually, when we talk about seeing, inflation, typically that's a bullish signal for Bitcoin. We talk about, the U.S. Treasury or something happening at the central banks in Europe. Usually that's a bullish signal for Bitcoin traditionally. We're not really seeing that anymore. Okay. We're not seeing that, that spike in momentum when that news does come out. So at this time, everything is, moving a little bit differently. But what we can see is the setups and the technicals are showing us that, in our opinion, we are looking for a move down. So taking a look here, we've been covering it. Head and shoulders is really what we are paying attention to until further notice. This is what we're waiting for. So that's it. That's our Bitcoin chart, and that's what we're basing everything off of right now. We think it's going to be a massive accumulation zone between 15,000 and 10,000, and we're sticking to that play despite what a lot of people are telling us not to, telling us it'll never happen. Our technicals are telling us something a little bit different. So that's what we're looking like with Bitcoin. That's the head and shoulders pattern. Actually, you can Google head and shoulders pattern to see for yourself and see what we're looking at when we talk about head and shoulders pattern. That's what we're waiting for. And to be honest with you, if we move this out the way and we actually can draw this neckline, this is kind of going to be the big kicker here, the neckline. So wherever that is, typically it'll go across and the head will pop over. But if price doesn't get up to this point, if price doesn't get up to 30, it could be here as well. But that's what we're waiting for when we talk about the neckline. We're talking about that other shoulder to form. We do see that as a signal for us to continue down. So that's what we're looking like on Bitcoin. Going to Ethereum, we see going to the weekly time frame first, making it look right for you guys. We see here just a counter trend line. This line right here is a counter trend line, and this is what we see when we look at Ethereum. So right now it's just respecting this counter trend line and didn't make a new high. So that level of resistance is right here. I'm going to move it for you. This level of resistance is right here at 2000. So that's what we're waiting for to see what happens there. And I do think that if the head and shoulders is true on Bitcoin, breaking this counter trend line and heading to the bottoms of what we see here on Ethereum. Ethereum currently sitting at about 1640, and that's kind of been in range. This is a weekly time frame, so it's going to take a while to play out, but I am expecting Q4 of 2023 of this year. We do see a breakout to the bottom on Ethereum as well. So we're probably one of the only channels talking about a breakout to the bottom. Everyone's talking about bullish momentum. We don't see it here, and we're willing to die on our sword, but right now we don't see it here when we look at the technicals and we look at a little bit of fundamentals, but mostly technical analysis on the charts. Like I said, guys, our charts are pretty clean. We don't have a bunch of banners and scanners everywhere, but this is pretty simple. Counter trend line. A break of this counter trend line would make new lows. The first target would be 848. And as we said, in the previous weeks, our ultimate target would be about $400. So pay attention to that. And we are absolutely going to keep paying attention to this as well. Going to Cardano, we haven't marked up this chart too much in a while. Cardano is a funky chart to mark up, to be honest with you guys. But But looking here, Cardano's pretty much pulled back. This is a monthly time frame, guys. So Cardano's been around for a while. Since April, it's been on Binance since April of 2018. I know the project did start, I believe, in late, I would say December, I believe, December 2017. So it's been around a while, the monthly time frame. Going to the weekly as well, we see here we did mark some levels of resistance and levels of support. But looking right here, we do have a pretty good level. We can say pretty good level would be around right here. We can mark this just to mark it up. It's already not marked up because we haven't really spent a lot of time on this chart. Marking it up here, good level of support, I would say, would be around this range. So psychologically, I would say about 25 cents. So we can make it 25 cents and use that as a good point for us. I do see if all this happens, so if Ethereum drops, Bitcoin drops, it really just Bitcoin first. Bitcoin drops, Ethereum drops, Cardano's going to drop, guys. And I think psychologically that 25-cent level is, really psychologically what we should pay attention to. Next level for that would be around 20 cents and then even further down to 9 cents, which would be crazy. If Cardano gets to 9 cents, even 15 cents, guys, but 9 cents, oh my goodness. So, huge opportunity. I think there's going to be a huge flash sale coming for Q4. That's what I see here. I do think a drop is going to come. I think a drop's going to be here as well. I think a drop's going to be on all assets, to be honest with you, all crypto assets. It's just a matter of where and how far. It doesn't matter how good the project is. If the money's flowing out of the market, the altcoins are going to get hit. So, but looking here, we are flirting around that 25-cent range. Right now it's at 26 cents. So it's right on our support level right now. So it's really in indecision mode to see what's going to happen. I think like I said, if you see a drop in all these other, majors, so in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano's going to follow. So that's kind of the areas we're looking at. I would say 15 cents would be a good target, would be a pretty good target when we talk about, a target for where Cardano is going. I think 15 cents will be pretty conservative and see what we do there. So we'll mark this level of support at 15 cents to see what happens here. We can kind of disregard the higher ones at this time. You may want to keep this one here at the 40-cent mark, but pretty much that's what we're looking like, and that's kind of what our targets are for Cardano. Super exciting to see that, actually. Haven't been on the Cardano chart in a while, but very excited to see that there is opportunity to accumulate a bag with Cardano. So we do hold Cardano here, so love to see that. Solana, got a message about, XRP or Solana, which one do you pick? No brainer, it would be XRP. I like Solana from a performance standpoint. We actually have a good story about Solana we'll share with you sometime. But right now, looking at Solana, not really much of a markup, but I do see a possible bearish flag, is what we call it, a bearish flag, and we'll kind of pull it here. You see right here, and then honestly, almost setting up like a pullback, a counter trend pullback, almost like we're seeing with Ethereum. Boom, you see that? We're almost seeing the same setup here with Solana. So I would be I would pay very close attention to how this plays out, guys, because not a lot of people are making their charts like this. Simple technical analysis. A lot of people are not doing this and making it super complicated, which is why we like to do it for you guys and just keep it simple. You see this setup here? Same setup right here. Almost the exact same. So, either we're going to be right twice or wrong twice. So same setup, break below would be crazy, because based off of this, if we make a new low, we're looking at $9 Solana, a $6. I would say what if it gets to the low point here, a $10 Solana, maybe 10, which is insane. Oh my goodness, insane. $23 right now, but being able to capitalize and get in at $10 a clip. Oh my goodness, huge opportunity. Huge opportunity. This actually just got me excited. So that may be the question when I say XRP or Solana. That might be why you asked that. You might have saw this chart, and I didn't see the chart yet. I haven't been on, but just from a fundamental standpoint and looking at the tech, looking at the partnerships, of course I would say XRP. When we talk about gains, this looks like a good bet too. The all-time high is what, we hit 300 one time, I believe. Okay, about 250. Okay, it hit about 250 on KuCoin. So, yeah, that's a good bet. That's a good bet right there. Oh my goodness, if Solana gets into single digits, guys, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I'm excited. I'm gonna dive into this. I'm gonna see what they're doing. I'm gonna dive into the project. You guys are actually gonna see what we're gonna give an update on what they're doing. From a price standpoint, this is big. This is big, guys. I'm paying attention to Solana heavy. Actually, we did hold Solana for a long time, so we did take that ride up from. I think we got in. I want to say we got in early, so we got in maybe around. I think we probably got in around $30 a clip, 40 bucks a clip. Rolled it up. Probably cashed out around $100 a clip or something. I don't remember, maybe $200, but we did go along for that ride, and definitely see opportunity here if we make a new low. So this, like I said, you see the correlation. This is Ethereum. This is Ethereum. This is Solana. Almost the exact same setup, guys, on the weekly time frame. So pay attention. Pay attention. Hbar. Hbar's already on sale, in my opinion. Sitting at just under 5 cents. Hbar is already on sale, in my opinion, for sure. Going to the monthly time frame, I do think that we do have some room for a drop. I do believe that. Unfortunately, looking here on the weekly time frame, just making it a little bit more visible for you, pulling up. Nothing really there. From a setup standpoint, this is more so seeing what's happening across the industry, what's happening across, all the other altcoins that we've paid attention to. But looking here, we do see that I would say no real level of support. It's almost at support, so we'll draw a line just to be consistent with all of our other analysis. I would say I can't even map this out, to be honest with you. It's kind of funky. But if I had to put one here, I'd put one here. And then I would put one here. Just some minors. Nothing major going over here. I mean, we could go over here if we really needed to. But it's not really laying out the way I'd like it to. When it comes to the TA, it's not really laying out how I like it to when it comes to the levels, only because I think Hbar's only been through one bull run. So just laying that out here, I think that these are key levels right here. So I'll keep it right here, just because what I'm feeling comfortable with. I would keep it right here with the level of support. It's nearing that level of support. If it does break that, guys, I think we have a pretty significant sale on Hbar. Looking here, we can actually maybe even diagram this, see if we can get like a triangle to see if that's gonna hold. This is looking kind of funky. Sorry guys, doing this on the fly, but if this can hold, I think that this will be a scenario as well, potential breakout. If it does break out, I do think that 3 cents is in play. If it breaks out to the bottom, I think 3 cents is in play. So that's how I would chart this on the weekly time frame. Going to the daily time frame, I think it pretty much showing the same thing, but it's less candles on the weekly. So we're going to stick to the weekly. That would be my lineup. 3 cents in play if we do break out to the bottom, like it's looking like we probably will. Like I said, these are all bearish scenarios. That's kind of our outlook, and you know how we're projecting the market right now. Bearish scenarios, and you know, really just wanted to take some time and cover that with you guys, and so you guys can plan out and see what we're looking at. You know, because we're gonna accumulate. You know, we're accumulating dollar cost averaging, but our big bags are gonna come in after these breakouts if they do in fact happen. So you'll see how a lot of these correlate. You know, a lot of these are pretty clean charts. Cardano's not pretty clean, but Ethereum, Solana right here, and Hbar are pretty clean charts. And pretty simple setups when it comes to looking at, you know, where we're going to enter or where we're looking to enter. And I'll mark our entry points right here, guys, because I know a lot of you have been asking about entry points. Here's our entry point would be here. So around 3 cents on Hbar. Our entry point would be around here. About $10, anywhere from $9 to $10 on Solana. Entry point on Cardano would pretty much be anywhere, but it would be around 15 cents on Cardano, about 15 cents. So around here. Our entry point on Ethereum would be around $800, starting at $800 with a target of 400, and then always accumulating Bitcoin. But if we had to have an entry point, our entry point would be 15,000. So around here on Bitcoin. So guys, that's our TA. Wanted to go through that. I know you guys been asking a lot of questions about it, and really wanted to dive in what we're looking at, and really give you that framework of our TA, why we would accumulate at certain levels, and you know, through dollar cost averaging when we start really getting aggressive, and that will be at these levels that we just went over today. Hope you got some value out of this video, guys. Huge opportunity coming. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.